One of the defendants taken to the back of the chambers.
Fox 9's Eric Perry is live outside the courthouse tonight with the latest on that. Eric?
Yeah, Russ, Christine, good evening to you. Jury selection in this trial actually began back in January. Here we are months later, and not a single juror has been seated. Now, one defense attorney says incidents like what happened today only hinder the process. The expression on rapper Young Thug's face, whose legal name is Jeffrey Williams, echoes the confusion in the Fulton County courtroom as screams could be heard from a defendant behind closed doors. It happened during a recess Wednesday afternoon. Video shows a commotion inside as those who appear to be in the back get agitated and try to figure out what's happening. Named in a sweeping gang indictment accusing members of Young Slime Life of wreaking havoc across Atlanta. Jimenez says defendant Rodalius Ryan was taken to the back, but no one knows why.
And we could hear him screaming. And when you could hear the screams coming from the back, a lot of us were concerned. A lot of us stood up. Some defendants, some attorneys stood up and trying to figure out what's going on.
Then you hear this.
Hey, y'all. Hey. This is what they want y'all.
People to calm down. Then this video appears to show court officials handcuff two men and another before someone yells, "Not law enforcement, go ahead, clear the courtroom." This is just another hiccup in what's expected to be an extremely long trial. The defense attorney says it's hard to find a willing jury.
How are we doing on that paper? I mean, the importance of professionalism. Yours is due by the 28th of April. I'm just checking, just clocking. Because that wasn't offered to you. You already asked me, could I pay the $1,000? I told you no. Well, I know you would, but that's not what's on the table. 28, yes, at noon. Or you do 20 days. It's 17-page paper on the importance of professionalism in the legal field and treating one's opponents with civility. Mr. Menendez, good morning, sir. You were supposed to buy lunch for your colleagues. Have you done that as of yet? You were supposed to have done that by March the 17th. Did you go to, I told you, Jason's Deli. Did you satisfy that prong of your contempt yet? You were held in contempt, young man. And if you want to revisit that again, we can certainly open it up. But I satisfied your contempt by you paying $250, which you did, and I have a receipt from that. And the other thing was to purchase lunch for each of your attorney colleagues, in this case, on Friday, March the 17th. From Jason's
Breaking news now at noon. A defense attorney with the YSL RICO case has been arrested. Officials say attorney Astasios Menendez was arrested this morning in the Fulton County courtroom. This is video of when we spoke to him earlier this month. We're told he's facing several charges, including simple battery on a law enforcement officer, obstruction, and disruption of court proceedings. This comes less than 24 hours after chaos in the courtroom brought a hearing in the case to a temporary stop.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the YSL State RICO case in Georgia, and it's going on 4 to 5 months in, and they are actually still in the jury selection process without one jury selected yet. And the roller coaster ride continues today with an actual defense attorney in this trial being arrested while he was in court or walking into the courtroom. And I'm having links in the description from Fox 5 out there in Atlanta, also Law and Crime Network, and 11 alive. And I'm going to get into the write-up in just a second from Rolling Stone, where they speaking on what happened and everything afterwards. But as you saw, it kicked off yesterday with somebody who's named in the indictment as Lil Rod, and we've seen him before since these things kicked off, but he was back there screaming and hollering for some reason. That caused a big commotion during the recess and everything in the courtroom. And right before that, the judge was actually telling Menendez, the actual lawyer who went to jail, and other lawyers what they had to do because they had been held in contempt for violations in court and everything, and these were going to be trade-offs instead of them doing 20 days in jail. He actually been telling jurors, too, they got to write letters, even sentence one to jail. That's added to that roller coaster ride and chaos we've been seeing go on lately. But now, it came out today that Menendez was actually taken to jail himself, and it says this. Fulton County Sheriff's deputies arrested Anastasios Menendez, an attorney representing one of the defendants in the sprawling trial of rapper Young Thug and 13 others accused of gang and racketeering charges in Atlanta. Menendez had been carrying prescription medicine, and on Thursday, officers dragged him off at the security checkpoint. The sheriff's office is still formalizing charges, said Fulton County Sheriff Pat Labatt, adding that drugs have been an issue during the trial. We have increased the security protocol, Labatt said. We will continue this moving forward. Anything coming into this courtroom will be checked. Shout Jimenez, another defense attorney on the trial, tells Rolling Stone that he told Menendez to toss him his phone so that it wouldn't be subject to a search at the jail. In the scrum, Menendez missed and hit one of the deputy captains with his phone. That added a charge of assaulting an officer, Jimenez says. Menendez's parents were present at the courthouse this morning, but refrained from comment. And that adds to this roller coaster ride most definitely. Just his luck, the phone hit the lawman. And I'm going to tell you like this, bro, I don't think that charge should hold up, but you never know. I can't confirm what laws is what. Even him taking the drugs in there, maybe if he had a doctor's excuse, he got to take them so often, it would get passed by. But with things before the getting passed in the courtroom, they saying it's a no-go with that as of it stands right now. We'll update later. I actually seen Menendez actually representing the guy who does the Master clothing line, Make America Slime Again, and he's actually in the RICO on the murder charge and everything like that. Mars Farley, you seen him sitting next to him. But overall, like I say, they are all innocent until proven guilty in the court of law here. We've seen these situations go down before. That's why I always say, bro, we got to do our best to not let us drag them through this. Don't let us get us inside of that trap, which is going to have us inside that biggest trap overall, where you got to be in the back of the room hollering. You got to get chained up and handcuffed in the courtroom. They having you all type of way, walking you out looking crazy in front of your family, putting your family through this. We got to do better as a whole for ourselves overall. Not speaking on their situation because we don't know the outcome yet, but we seen this outcome before. Let's be great. Let's be kings. Let's be win. Let's win. Let's avoid this. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot. More coming.